smiling from ear to ear for this next story. Yes, not because I'm a legend, because that's what they call you now when you're an alum of a team, right? I am a Chargers legend. I am a Jaguars legend, even though when I played for them, they wasn't calling me legendary. But at the same time, that's a good thing to call us. Well, that's a great thing to call what I'm seeing out there from these ladies. The Lingerie Football League, which changed their name, they transitioned to the Legends Football League. And all I want y'all to know is that we gotta go through this story the same way we would go through this story with any other athlete, any other sport, and if it were a man. Just get yourself in that place because this is gonna be interesting. Hey ladies, I love this story. My boy sent me this on the group text, say, yo, where can we sign up to be assistant coaches? Now, when you see the video, you're gonna understand why for two reasons. One, you got eyeballs, but two, because of what you're gonna hear. Check this out.
Ball now at the 20 from the shotgun. This is Jane Caldwell with the option back to Harris. That was nearly a fumble. Atlanta's defense all over the Ferrari.
Hey, I'm gonna show you how excited when you eat my pussy.
Wow. The Ferrari throwing shade at Atlanta. That is definitely an NSFW moment in the LFL.
Whoa. And let's not lie to each other. I love us always talking about equal rights and equal opportunity, equal this. And sometimes when you hear somebody else do it, you're like, that don't feel the same. That did not hit me the same way it does when I hear a dude. Now, maybe I'm desensitized to dudes saying it, and I have higher expectations for a lady out there. So I'm thinking that she gonna come from a higher esteem. But she kept it one thou wow like the dudes do when they play, right? So then I was like, hell yeah, girl. And then why not do it as a story? Because I know I would if this was a dude. You imagine if Harris wasn't the young lady in the bikini running who got ran into the wall, but instead that was like what? Adrian Peterson? And he said that, well, first of all, he too Christian with that and them heavy hands. It'd be a problem. But the point being, I thought that was hilarious. And the whole Lingerie Football League thing doesn't get enough attention. I think it's because it looks salacious to most people. Like, oh, they thirsty. They trying too damn hard. Oh, look at them. All they want us to do is just look at them and salivate. And then, oh, by the way, they are trying to play football as well. But I have some experience with this. And let me just say, I'm proudly embarrassed by my experiences. One of my ex-girlfriends played in the LFL. Yes. So I had to go to one practice and one game to check the box of boyfriend support. And both of those, the game and the practice, I was proudly embarrassed. And it felt weird. It felt weird because I was watching women play football. Why is that weird? Because I played football. And I was like, damn, I used to play football with my sister. And my sister didn't like how I played football. And I know it was a man versus a woman, but the point was she didn't like football. Matter of fact, I knew no girls that liked to play football other than a little two-hand touch or three flies up. But real football, tackled to the ground, knocked out. I ain't know any girls raising their hands, right? So where all these women come from? Now, over the years, I've known professional football players, including my ex, and she seduced me into going to that practice and to that game. Now, since I'm an equal opportunity discusser, we're going to talk about it the real way. Okay. When I was there, I was, other than being embarrassed, but then kind of pumped, like she an athlete. She was yoked up, like 5'10", 160, 170, could move, thick. Oh, yeah, she was a baller. And I was sitting there like, what is wrong with what I'm watching? Because something just didn't sit right. Not just because it was new for me. It was just the fact I was like, something ain't adding up. Like, I'm watching football, right? Who doesn't love watching football? It's the king of all sports. And I'm watching women in bikinis. And I'm like, who doesn't like watching the women in bikinis? Every time I go to the beach with my family, I got my glasses on so I can side eye and be like, baby, oh yeah, it's warm out here today. Whoa, look at these clouds and look at that sand. I mean, come on, I've seen sand before and I've seen clouds before. Y'all know what I'm looking at, right? Pretty girls, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's funny because I'm watching this and I'm like, I'm watching pretty women in bikini and I'm watching football, but it ain't adding up. Kind of like putting ketchup on your cereal, right? We all love cereal and we all love ketchup. But together, bikini football, why aren't the stands packed? Why aren't they playing at the Superdome and at SoFi Stadium? There's something keeping us away from this. I wonder in those comments what y'all think this is. So I remember being at the practice and I sat like damn near in the car. And I remember getting out once and kind of sitting by the tree. The tree was way away from the practice thing. I was like, man, one, I don't want to be out here just looking like I'm the thirst dude. I'm looking like I'm the pervert. I'm just watching the girls practice. Ooh, look at them, they're going. And then two, I was like, that's my girl, but she ain't never gone to none of my practices. Like, what the hell am I doing here? Like, this just don't feel right. Then I went to the game. And looking at the game and the people there, you know, you got to judge everybody there. You're like, is it pervert crowd? Is it just like real support from family and friends only? Or are there real fans there? I saw very few fans that time when I was there. It was sporadic. It was all over the place. I think they were playing at the LA Coliseum, which made it look real bad. You know, like, a little too big. Like, SC can't sell that out before they got messed around and won some games this year. So what the hell you think going to happen with the Lingerie Football League? So I was in there just checking it out, and it was interesting. I wonder why this sport hasn't popped. Because you saw that play, and you see a few of those plays. I watched a few of those plays. They get after it. I mean, look, it's woman on woman. They getting after it. I see bombs caught. I mean, it looks better than the Pro Bowl. And it looks better than the Pro Bowl. They look better than the Pro Bowl. So I don't get this. In the comments, let's discuss this. You know me, I just throw things out there for food for thought. And then we start to attack. We start to eat.